Hi everybody, welcome to the channel Atma Yoga with Jay. I am Jay, that is Makaela, that is Francis, and we're going to do a ladder flow with you today. For all levels, I would say take a break whenever you can. The ladder flow indicates that we're going to add postures to the sequence each time we go through the sequence. So give you a good chance to practice some basic postures and listen for the cues, and it's a class that you can do over and over again to really master, to really work on some of the finer aspects of some of the more basic postures in a yoga class. So grab your headband, grab your water bottle, and I'll see you on your mat. Roll the intro. So we'll begin today's class in Shavasana. So ladies, if you could head into Shavasana, that would be great. So here in Shavasana, we want to take just a few moments to collect our thoughts and catch up with the breath. Try to quiet the mind slightly. Bring our full attention to the practice. So as you lie here, I'd like you to really focus on your heels pressing into the mat, your calves, the back of your legs, your glutes, your upper back, your shoulder blades, your hands, all weighing down into the floor, grounding you for today's practice. Now, take a deep inhale through your nose and let your belly lift and your ribs come apart. And open your mouth and sigh. And again, inhale and sigh. Now we're going to do the 5-5-5 breath. So as you lie there, I'd like you to exhale all the air from your lungs, your diaphragm. And then we're going to inhale on my count to a 5. Starting now, inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale to 5, 4, 3, 2. Now allow the breath to return to a natural rhythm. Very smooth in and out of your lungs, no obstructions. Let's begin by drawing the right knee into the chest and grabbing the shin and just pulling down very gently. Focus on the breaths. As you pull that knee in, try to gain a little more distance. So, pulling the knee into the chest and rocking a little bit left and right. Start to move that right ankle into big circles, very smooth in a clockwise direction. Try to time the movement with your breath. Now let's release the shin and grab in behind the leg, just above the kneecap or below on the hamstring side. A slight bend to the knee, we push the heel up and try to straighten the leg into the hands. And feel that tension in the hamstring. And then as you exhale, let that knee possibly come a little closer to your body. So pull the toes back and push the heel up. And feel a little tension on the hamstring. No pain in the sit bone, which is located right about here. That's where the hamstring originates from, so we don't want to pull too hard if we're just starting out and we haven't done much warm-ups. It's nice and easy. And from here, let's twist. So I use the left hand on the outside of my right leg. My right hand's going to reach out to the side, and I'm going to twist over to the left. My right foot might touch the floor, it might not touch the floor. If it's not touching and you're pretty tight like this, you can bend the top knee so it's a little less intense. But the goal is to keep the shoulder blade on the floor as the knee or the leg reaches for the floor. So try to find that happy medium. Let's come back to center. We'll extend the right leg along the mat and exhale and draw the left knee in, all at about the same time. Pull the knee in, pull the toes back, rock that knee left and right. And the little movements we do here gives a good indication of how the hips will feel during class. So you can hold this stationary if you like, or you can make little movements. And rotate the ankle in a clockwise direction or counterclockwise. Pretty easy going. Again, try to time it with your breath, just to connect the body and the breath a little more. All right, let's extend the leg up, grab in behind the leg again, slight bend to the knee, and then pull back very gently. Breathe to and through any tight spots you might feel here in the back side of your leg. Continue to push that heel up, resist straightening the leg by keeping your hands nice and tight. And then exhale, pull the leg back a little further. You might have a little more distance after activating the hamstring. All right, from here we're going to twist. So we're going to guide the left leg over to the right side of the mat. The left arm reaches out, and the foot might touch the floor, it might not. The target area here is the outer hip. Perhaps the IT band. Reach that left hand, twist. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist a little deeper.
Let's come back to center. Exhale. Position your hips flat on the floor, lift both legs up. Keep them as straight as you can. Your hamstrings might be tight, so it's okay if they look like this. Ideally, we want to try to keep them straight, pull the toes back, interlace the hands, and create that Charlie's Angels fingers. I like that. Pew, pew. That's fun here, guys. You're not laughing. Guys, terrible.
Sorry, we need the cue cards?
Yeah, clearly. Insert laugh here. So we'll take an inhale here. Exhale, curl up, try and reach for your toes. Pull the feet back slightly. Good. Inhale. Exhale, lower your right heel towards the floor as deep as you can. So you may stop here, you may stop a little lower. From here, exhale. Inhale again. Exhale, curl up, try and touch the right toes. So you're really reaching forward. Back to center. And then exhale over to the left. Inhale to center. Right leg lifts, upper body down. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, curl up. Good. Inhale, exhale, left heel lower. Good. Inhale again, and then exhale, curl up over to the left. Back to center, over to the right. Back to center, left leg lifts, upper body down. Inhale, exhale up, leg lowers. Inhale, exhale, reach. Back to center, over to the left. Back to center, right leg lifts, body down. Inhale at the bottom, exhale to curl up, left leg lowers, curl over to the left, back to center, over to the right, back to center, left leg lifts, upper body down. We're going to do one more of these. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, curl up. Inhale, exhale, lower, reach for the toes, back to center, over to the left. Back to center, right leg lifts, upper body down. Good. Inhale here, exhale, curl up, lower the left heel, reach for the toes, reach, 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 back to center, over to the right, back to center, left leg lift, body down, knees into chest. Good, good work, guys. Feeling good?
Ah, sure.
Sure.
Hot. Hot, yes. Warm already.
So we're going to roll up to a tabletop. So grab your knees, cross your ankles, tuck your chin and your head in towards your knees, and just roll up a couple times. Until we can roll right up, we're gently going to come into a tabletop, about in the center of the mat. Good. From here, we're going to move through some cat-cows just to warm up the spine. So spread the fingers nice and wide. Knees are beneath the hips and wrists are beneath the shoulders. And we're going to exhale and pull the belly in, turn the tailbone down, round the upper back. So really push down here. Inhale, pull the shoulder blades together. Pull the body through and really torque and pull those elbows back, reaching through. Exhale, round. Inhale, pull through. So move with your breath. Really activate the core. You probably feel the core now after those weird crunches we did. So really feel the belly button pulling in when we're in cat, and the core releasing when we're in cow. Good. And let's return back to neutral here. Let's warm up the wrists, because this class does have a lot of flows in it. So we're just going to do big circles above the wrists, pressing down into the hand, feeling all the points of the hand, the knuckles, the fingertips. Move slowly, press into the fingertips. And switch directions, just gentle circles. Turn the fingers to the outer sides of the mat and rock left and right. Shoulders are going to stay over the wrists, and the momentum is just left and right. You can move back a little bit and forward, but there's not much in the way of motion coming forward there. Good, and finally let's turn the fingertips towards the knees. So they're still going to be beneath the shoulders. The wrist will be beneath the shoulders.
But the fingertips are going to point back to the legs. So you can stretch back here, hips to heels is what I usually say, just real gentle, lifting the heels of the hands off the floor. Good, let's lean back forward, press the heel of the hands to the floor. We're going to step back into plank. So walk the feet back. You can do plank on your knees too from here, if that's what you prefer. We're just going to hold for 10 breaths. 10, 9, squeeze the glutes. 8, 7, turn the tailbone down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees to the floor. We're going to flip the hands here to stretch the wrists in the opposite direction. So one hand at a time. Right hand, back of the hand to the floor. Lean back. So I like to turn my elbow around so that it's facing the back if you can. And then lean back just like we did, hips to heels. Good, and we'll turn that hand around. Left hand, top of the hand to the floor. Press down, straight down, rotate the wrist, the forearm, and lean back. Nice, left hand back to the floor, fingers spread nice and wide, tuck the toes, lift the kneecaps up, hover the kneecaps for just a second here, get that feeling. Pull the belly button in as you exhale, push the ground away. Good. And just hold for just a couple of breaths here. Really round the upper back so you push the ground away, it's a power plank. And now exhale, lift the hips up. Back, heels come to the floor, arms outstretched, and here we are in our first down dog. Adjust the feet as necessary. If your legs don't get straight, don't worry about it. Keep them bent and instead focus on lengthening your upper body. Good. Now, to really keep pressure off the wrists, you want to keep that angle very deep, so if your legs are too straight and you're pushing forward, it's a lot of downward pressure on the wrists, so we want to keep the knees bent and really elongate the upper body. Turn the elbows down towards the floor a little bit and notice how the shoulder blades open up around the back. Good. A few more breaths here. Now we're going to lift up the heels, pressing into the balls of the feet. Don't lose the integrity of the down dog in the upper body. Roll forward into plank. Adjust your feet. They might have to walk out. Good. Now lower the hips between the hands. So you're going to come forward. I call this modified up dog. Keep the knees off the floor. Push the ground away. Feel the upper body stretch and the core. All that stuff is stretching. Exhale to down dog. All right, let's bring the knees to the floor, just to a hover. So we've done that before. Feel the warmth in the quads. And I'm going to ask you to exhale and bring your hips to heels. And then push forward, touch the right knee to the right elbow, and place the right foot back. And forward, and back. Right knee, and back to a hover. Left knee, and back to a hover. Right knee, back to a hover. Left knee, back to a hover. Good, let's stop in neutral. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees to the floor. Let's take the knees wide. Untuck the toes. Sit the hips back between the thighs. Coming to a down. Sorry, child's pose. So throughout the class, child's pose is a great chance to rest. So if you need a break, take the child's pose at any time. And again,
Just catch up with us whenever you can. Big inhale here, exhale. Imagine the hips sinking back towards the heels. Okay guys, let's walk the hands forward, tuck the toes, lift the knees back into down dog. Good work. So remember to press down into the center of the hands. Try to feel the mat everywhere. Sometimes we have a tendency to roll to the outer edge of the hands. I want you to at least focus as much as you can to press to the inside of the hand, the thumb and the index finger. Walk the feet together just about an inch apart so the toe mounds are almost touching. Then lift the right heel up. Good. And just hold it there for a second. So try not to stack your hips at this point. We just want all the work happening in the glute on the right side. Okay, lift up on the ball of the left foot, roll forward into plank, and try and touch your right knee to your right elbow or higher. Hold here. 3, 2, 1, back up. Right foot sets down next to the left leg lifts with an inhale. Good. Don't lose the integrity of that dog just by holding that leg up. Lift up on the ball of the foot. Roll forward, knee comes out and forward. Knee to elbow. Hold for 3, 2, 1, back up. And foot plants down. So let's bend the knees back so that they hover. Look between the thumbs and step or hop to the top of the mat. We'll take a forward fold here. Tuck the chin. Put the head way down. Really feel the back of the body lengthening. You might be feeling some heat already. Inhale, halfway lift, so Ardha Uttanasana. Hands to the shins, pull the shoulder blades back, lengthen the spine, crown of the head forward. Exhale, forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Bend the knees slightly, inhale, stand all the way up, palms meet. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, just take a moment here, and you can also take mountain pose here, which is your palms facing out. Shoulder blades draw back. I like my hands at my heart center. Close your eyes and just see if you can balance here. So if you close your eyes, sometimes you might move forward, back, to the side. That's okay. Try to find your balance to your center and grounded to the earth. From here, let's inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. So in this halfway lift, you can keep your hands on the floor if you're flexible enough, or on your shins, or even on your thighs if that's where you're accessible. Good. Hands to the floor. Exhale. Step the right foot to the back of the mat and bring the back knee down. Very gently inhale the hands to a low lunge. So untuck the back toes, press into the top of the foot, pull the belly button in with an exhale. So I want to keep some pressure here. I don't want to just sink down too far forward. But allow yourself to come down slightly, looking up, feeling some balance here. And pull your left heel back, your right knee forward, and feel that activation on the inner thighs. It's important to have active inner thighs. Just kidding. Let's bring both hands to the inside of the front foot. We're going to just walk the hands out to the side. Pull the left knee into the center
And we're just going to walk the hands forward and out to the side. Good. So make sure the left knee pulls in. There you go. Press into the ball of the big toe of the left foot. And take a few breaths here. Good work, you guys. Okay, walk the hands back to the inside of the left foot. We're going to straighten the left leg, Ardha Hanumanasana, so that left foot can come forward, or the right knee comes back. Or a little of both, depending on how bendy you are. Ideally, the front leg is straight, the toes pulled back. You might need blocks here to help you if your hamstring is very tight. So take that if you need it. Blocks are a great tool, not often utilized by people in classes and studio classes. I think maybe it's a little bit about ego, but they really do help. They help you get to the posture safely, and that's what it's all about. You know, let's be safe. All right, let's bring the left sole of the foot to the floor. We're going to lift the right knee up off the floor. Right hand to the floor as the left hand lifts. Push the back heel forward. Keep the back knee tap up and reach, reach, reach. Keep the back flat. There you go. Good work. Left hand inside of the left foot. We're going to walk to the long side of the mat. So I'm going to pivot on the front foot, pivot on the back. And we're going to take a wide-legged forward fold. So many versions here you can take. You can bring your hands between your feet, elbows straight back, tuck your chin, and just allow your back body to open up here. Just a couple more breaths here. Inhale to lengthen the spine, to feel loose. Exhale, sink down deeper. Notice where the weight is pressing down. Are you pressing deep into your heels, or are you almost falling forward? Just notice where you're feeling things. Now let's walk the hands to the back of the mat. Pivot on the heel of the front foot, toe of the back foot, bring the back knee down. Inhale to low lunge. Reach up here, top of the foot to the floor. Turn the tailbone down slightly. Feel some activation in the psoas, in that quad. Good work. You guys feeling warm? Mm-hmm. Good. So you can hear, even though low lunge is quite low, as it were, so important to focus on your balance. You can fall out of this tube. So one last inhale, exhale, hands to the floor, to the outside. So inside of the right leg, we're going to walk to the outside of the mat. We're going to just try and sink forward a little bit more. So I like to stay on my fingertips as much as possible, just for building finger strength. But your palms can be on the floor as well. Keep the right knee pressing into the center. Good. Walk the hands back to the center. Right hand over to the right side of the right foot. Straighten the right leg. Ardha Hanumanasana. Pull the toes back. Good. So try not to sink the back hip down like that. Keep the hips stacked over the knee and rather walk the foot forward or press the back knee back. Inhale to lengthen here. Spine stays as straight as you can make it. Exhale, actively pull that belly button in. Forward fold over the front leg. Okay, let's pull that right leg in. Sole of the foot to the floor. Let's tuck the back toes. My right foot is in line with my left hand. I'm going to bring the left knee up and I'm going to revolve this lunge. This is revolved runner's lunge. So the right hand lifts. Back leg stays active. Push the back heel forward. Feel the heat. Just hold for a couple more breaths. right hand to the floor. We're going to walk to the long side of the mat again for another wide-legged forward fold. This time let's grab the big toes with the peace fingers. Good, and once you have that, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, so halfway lift. And then exhale, pull the toes. Don't let them come off the ground. Elbows come out to the side, pull yourself forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Release the toes. Exhale, step to the front of the mat. Back into a forward fold. And tuck the chin again. Very gently into the throat. Try to keep the legs straight. If your knees are bent in a forward fold, but you want to feel it in your hamstrings, you might be better off using a block to straighten the legs first, and then coming forward. This is valid, this works. It tends to tire out the glutes. All right, let's move the block off to the side. Bend the knees. Inhale, stand all the way up. Palms meet. Exhale, hands to heart center. And again, we'll take a moment to center ourselves. Close the eyes. Focus on the breath. And we're going to start a sun salutation in A. In the sequence we're doing, there's lots of sun salutations. There's a potential for a lot of flow. So just for the sake of understanding the terminology of flow is basically a sun salutation A. So we'll just watch for the cues and follow along the best you can. Inhale, hands lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or even hop back to plank. We hold at the top when we take an inhale. Exhale, we lower halfway down our legs. Flip the feet and inhale, pull through to an up dog. So in an up dog, my hips are off the floor. I'm pulling my shoulder blades back. Good. As I exhale, you can roll over the feet and then flip the toes and we come back into a down dog. And we'll just take a few breaths here. So throughout the practice, there's an opportunity to do some different things. So see what feels good for you, what you can do. One thing I always like to try and do is hop forward. So bend the knees with the inhale, exhale, hop. Forward fold to the top of the mat. Inhale, hands lift, palms meet. Exhale, hands through heart center. Let's do that again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor. Hop or step back to plank. Good. Inhale at the top, exhale, halfway down. Elbows pull in. Inhale. Up dog, heels pull together. Exhale together. Nice work. Just a few more breaths. Really sink into this posture. This could be a resting posture. This could also be a challenging posture, depending on where you're at. So bend the knees, look to the thumbs, step or hop forward, top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand all the way up. Engage the glutes to make this happen. Don't just use your back. Palms meet, exhale, hands to heart center. Okay. Now we begin the flow. So inhale, lift the hands, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway down. Exhale, back to that flow, step back, hop back. Lower halfway down, pull the elbows in, pull the body forward. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, let's bring the right knee to the nose, pull forward into plank, and step the right foot through. Plant down into that right foot, knee stacks over ankle. We're going to inhale to crescent. Lift the hands up. Good, take a nice deep stretch. You can look up here if you like. You can press the hands together, whatever you feel. So this is the first in the sequence. We're going to hold crescent for a few more breaths. Try to keep balance in the knee stack over the front ankle. Back heel pushes forward. Now we're going to exhale, hands to the floor. Now we're going to be able to step back and do the chaturanga again. We're going to offer the option to step back and hover one leg above the ground. Chaturanga to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Push forward. Tuck the body in. Step the foot through. Inhale to crescent. Good, same cues. We're going to hold and get a feeling for this. Couple more breaths. Make sure that right hip rotates forward here. Tendency to open up. Try to make sure both hips are facing forward. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back. Let's move through that flow. So foot steps back. Chaturanga. Foot comes down. Up dog. Exhale to down. Couple breaths here. How you guys doing?
Hot.
I'm not gonna hear it, I'll breathe it.
Yeah, like I'm breathing so loud.
Welcome to my world, guys. Bend the knees, step or hop forward, top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, pull the shoulder blades back, exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, stand all the way up. Hands meet, and come down. Good, enjoy this rest. We'll hold this for just a couple of breaths before we get going again. Inhale, lift the hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back to plank. Move through your flow or choose to come into down dog. Try to move with the breath each time. Inhale, right foot lifts. Exhale, right foot steps through. Inhale to crescent as soon as you find your balance. Exhale to warrior two. Back heel pivots down. Edge of the foot turns to the short side of the mat. Knee stacks over the front ankle. Gaze over your front middle finger. So occasionally the knee will pull in or pull out. If the knee pulls in, I want you to think of pulling it out. So pushing that hip out. If it pulls, I said out. If it pulls in, pull out. Yeah, there we go. So imagine if it's pulling towards the outside, pulling the knee in towards the center line. Anytime. Good, bring the knee forward. Good. Hands to the floor, step back, move through the flow. Step back, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left foot steps through. Inhale to crescent. Exhale to warrior two. Good, adjust your feet as necessary for warrior two. A lot of this flow is nice transitions, but sometimes you're more bendy in one area than another, so just let that happen. Gaze over the front finger. Back leg stays active. Find a smooth breath if you can. Good. So crescent, warrior two. Each posture we add will hold, but we'll go through the previous one quite quickly. Just a few more breaths. 3, 2, let the shoulders drop, pull the belly in. 1, hands come to the floor, step back, flow it out, or take it down dog, whatever you feel like. A couple of breaths here.
Good, bend the knees, look between the thumbs, step or hop forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, stand all the way up. Palms meet. Exhale, hands to heart center. A few breaths here. If you want to grab a drink, grab a drink. If not, inhale, lift the hands. Exhale, forward fold. You know the rhythm now. Think about it. Halfway lift. Step back, hop back. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right foot steps through. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach the front hand forward, up. Exhale, reverse warrior. So you can bring the left hand around your waist. You can bring it down your leg. The idea is to keep the right arm straight. Push the right hip down. Reach, reach, reach. Feel the stretch here. Back leg is active. More breaths. You're doing it. Exhale, hands to the floor. Move through your flow. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step the foot through. Inhale to crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Look at that pivot. I love that transition. Inhale, reach forward. Flip the palm, reverse warrior. Look up at the hand. Arm is straight. Good. So it's almost like a warrior two with that depth. Sometimes we have a tendency to come out. And that feels good, but we're trying to keep the heat in the front leg. Guys do good?
Yep.
Yeah, we're doing fine. Hands to the floor. Step back. We'll take a break after this one. Chaturanga. To up dog. Pull the shoulders back. Exhale to down dog. Good. Let's take a child's pose. So knees to the outer edges of the mat. Untuck the toes. Bring hips to heels. And we'll take an opportunity here to just catch up with the breath. I like to work really, really hard and then take these breaks in child's pose or hero's pose like I'm in now. And it rejuvenates you to do more. It rejuvenates. It rejuvenates you to do more.
I like rejuvenates better.
Rejuvenates?
Yeah.
Sounds like a feminine hygiene product. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. J, edit, that means edit. Good, okay. Thanks, Makaela. Why can't you be a nice student?
I'm sorry. It's not possible.
Francis and I will talk about this moment afterwards. Good. Okay, that's enough of a break. Let's roll. Back to down dog. Enough of that chit chat, McMahon. Okay, bend the knees, step or hop forward. Forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, activate the glutes, stand all the way up. Palms meet. Exhale, hands to heart center. So here as we stand, we want to stand tall. Pull the shoulder blades slightly together. Take a couple of big inhales and exhales. And I'll let you do that. You can smile here too. Enjoy class, enjoy the movement, enjoy working the body. All right, let's roll. Inhale, lift the hands. Back bend if you have it. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Up dog, hips off the floor. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right foot steps through. Inhale to crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Good. Inhale, reverse. Keep that hip down. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, extended side angle. So we're going to come forward. You can take the option arm across the leg and reach, but we don't want any weight in that front arm. You can bring the hand to the floor, take a nice wide stance here, and reach. Think of the back foot pushing down. Arm reaching, one line of energy. Press the right leg into the left right arm. Good, feel that pressure in the legs, strength building. Push the bum forward to really open up your center. Left hand to the floor. Step back, move through your flow. Whatever flow you're feeling like. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left foot steps through. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. So look up under the arm. As I say, push the hips forward. Couple more breaths. Right hand to the floor. Step back, move through your flow. Holding down dog. Take a big inhale through your nose and exhale through an open mouth. Do it again. Bend the knees, step or hop forward, top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to stand. Palms meet and hands to heart center. Good work. And this is the flow. We just keep adding. So my cues will become less as we move through it a little quicker. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or hop back. Up top. Down dog. Right leg lifts. Right foot steps through. Inhale to crescent. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Extended side angle. Now from here, we're going to come back to the center. So bring your hands to heart center and pivot. Good, so the back heel comes up. Inhale the elbows forward. Exhale, left elbow outside of the right leg. Pull the belly in with an exhale and twist. Good, really press that right leg into the left elbow. Feel the outer hip activate. Good, keep the spine long. When we twist, we want to twist so deep that the hands almost come to the heart center if we could. Undo the twist, hands to the floor, move through your flow. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left foot steps through. Inhale to crescent. Feel that confidence. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Keep that hip down. Extended side angle. Reach, reach, reach. Hands to heart center. Pivot on the back foot. Twist right elbow outside of the left leg. Keep your feet wide. Make sure you're not on a tight rope. Push, twist. Relax the shoulders down your back. Hands to the floor. Step back and move through your flow. Inhaling here, exhaling here. We'll take a few breaths here, and we'll take a little break. Okay, bring your knees to the outer edges of the mat. And sit back for child's pose. Or a hero's pose. I prefer a hero's pose personally. We'll take a few breaths here. Grab a drink if you have a drink handy. So we have another few stages to go. So evaluate how you're feeling. If you don't want to do those flows in between each posture and each side, don't do them and just come into down dog and wait for the next cue. If you watch this over and over, you'll begin to memorize the pattern, and you can really begin to connect the inhales and the exhales with the movements, and it becomes quite choreographed, quite nice. So if this is your first time doing it, maybe you just want to just take it easy and don't do the flows. Just do what feels right, what's working for your body, the body you brought today to this class. All right, let's meet in down dog again. Good work. So make sure you have a block handy at the top of the mat if you don't already. This may be handy, you may or may not need it, so it's always good to just have them there and not let the ego get in the way. Good. Bend the knees, step, hop. If you're stepping through, try and do it with the opposite leg. So if you are habitually stepping through with the right leg, try it with the left. Be balanced. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand all the way up. Palms meet. Exhale, hands side to center. You guys with me?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Good. You smiling? My eyes are closed. I can't see.
I'm smiling.
Now that I made you smile. Yeah. This is fun. This is fun. For one of us. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. See how the body's feeling. Maybe here you want to inhale to a halfway lift and exhale, hop back to a low plank right away. Then inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Right foot through. Crescent pose. Keep the feet hips distance apart. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Extend inside and go. Good. Hands to heart, we twist. Good. So pivot on the back foot. Find that twist first. Good. Untwist. Bring the right hand to the top corner of the mat. Hop up on that left foot or on the right foot, lifting the left. Good. Find your balance in the right foot. Lift the pinky toe to the sky. Stack the left hip over the right. This is half moon. Keep that standing hip really active, lifting the kneecap up. Use the block as necessary. Left hand to the floor. Left foot to the back of the mat. Move through your flow. Inhale left, leg lifts, step through, crescent. Warrior two. Reverse this guy. Extended side angle. Hands to heart center, inhale, exhale, pivot and twist. Feet are still wide. Inhale, back to center, left hand, top corner of the mat. Lift the right leg. Lift the right hand. Try to stack the shoulders. So right wrist over right shoulder, left shoulder over left wrist. Well, if you weren't breathing yet, you're breathing now. Right hand to the floor. And step back, move through your flow. Try to time it with your breath.
Or just come right into down dog for a little break. Bend the knees, step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand all the way up. Palms meet. And it's heart center. Ooh, how many more stages we got?
2? Is that right?
2?
Please be 2.
I think 3. Oh, stay with me, folks. Inhale it. Exhale, float it down. Hinge at the hips. Halfway lift. Exhale, step back to the left. Move through your flow. And back. Right leg lifts, inhale. Step it through. Inhale to crescent. Warrior 2. Reverse. Extend. Twist. Hands to heart center twist. Good. Exhale. Half moon. It's a tough balance to come into quickly, but we're not going to hold it. Now bring your left hand to floor. Lift the right hand up. Revolved half moon. So keep the inner thighs pulling together. Lift the back heel up. Good, we hold this. A couple more breaths. Each exhale, twist a little deeper, reach a little higher. Good, right hand to the floor. Now if you feel like it, you can step back here. Or you can hop back. Hands to the floor, a little boost of the left leg and a push with the right. Brings our feet down. Pull. Down into chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Left leg lifts. Steps through. Crescent. Warrior 2. Reverse. Extend at side angle. Twist. Half moon. Right hand to the floor. Left hand lifts. Right hip will definitely come down a little bit. Find softness in here. Loosen the jaw, don't be tense, you guys. Left hand to the floor. You can step back with the right foot and then the left foot to plank. Or you can hop back, left foot back, and then move through a flow. Good work. Deep inhale through the nose, and exhale through an open mouth. Do that a couple more times. Bend the knees and step or hop forward. Forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to stand. I want to sound Irish there. Hop to the top of the mat.
Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning.
Turn into that leprechaun.
They're always after me, Lucky Charms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Try to know the sequence in your mind. You know what I'm going to say. In down dog, we lift the right leg. Inhale, exhale, step through. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Extended side angle with whichever version you've chosen. Twist. Pull the belly in. Right hand to the floor. Half moon.
Left hand to the floor, right hand lifts. Inner thighs are scissoring together. Right hand to the floor, standing splits. A little balance here. If you're feeling good here, hold, or try to grab your right ankle with one or both hands. Right hands to the floor, step, or hop back if you want, whatever you're feeling like. I'll hop that right foot back and move through my flow. Down. Inhale, left leg lifts, guys. Exhale, step the left foot through. Inhale to crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Now you're getting it. Reverse. Extend. Twist. Half moon. Revolved half moon. Standing splits. So grab the ankle if you'd like, or keep the hands on the floor. Left and right side balance may be a little different, so don't be too worried about that. Keep that breath calm. Hands to the floor, step or hop back, move through your flow. And to down. Good. Let's bring the knees to the floor. Oh, one more round left. One more thing to add. So let's take a break here. Center ourselves, be ready. We're using the blocks for half moon. Good, good.
What shade would you call it? Half moon.
Seems like a full moon.
Yeah, that was getting close. My seconds were sliding back.
Good. Just a couple of breaths here, really. You can even close your eyes. Nothing is going to happen for a couple breaths. So center yourself. Remember the sequence. Crescent, warrior two, reverse warrior, extended side angle. Ooh, twist, half moon, revolved half moon, standing splits. Then we add one more. And we've hit many, many, many of the postures we would in a regular yoga class, and we've hit them many times into a flow. So, you ready? You ready?
Ready?
Yep.
Let's finish this, guys. Back to down dog. Let's make this a strong round. I'm going to throw in something else. Yeah. Bend the knee, step or hop forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand all the way up. Activate the glutes, squeeze them, palms meet, and hands to heart center. On the first transition back, we're going to try and do 5 chaturangas. Okay, inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, hop, back to plank. 5 chaturangas. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, up to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Step it through. Press it. Warrior two. Reverse. Extend. Twist. Half moon. Have that block ready if you need it. Revolved half moon. Have that block ready if you need it. Standing splits. Okay, from here, slight bend to the right leg, hands to heart center, come into warrior three. Left hip will drop down, legs will scissor together, upper body lifts. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to the floor, step back, move to your flow. Just one chaturanga here.
Inhale, left leg lift. Step through. Last side. Crescent. Really reach. Warrior two, give it all you got. Reverse. Extended side angle. Reach for the wall. Twist to the left. Oh, half moon. Revolved half moon. Standing splits. And finally, warrior three. I like to start with hands to heart center. You can bring your hands back or forward. Try to keep that right hip down. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back. Move through your flow. Finish strong. And back. Good work, you guys. Let's immediately start to cool down, lifting the right leg up and bringing the right knee to the right wrist. Then turn that ankle, right ankle over to the left side and sit on the back for pigeon. Okay, so keep the hips level. Okay, so start here in this kind of pigeon. So I don't want to be leaning on the right glute at all. I want to stay hovering here. If my hips are super tight and you're this high in pigeon, take it easy on yourself and put a block there. You'll still get the stretch. You'll still get the stretch. You just need to work into that depth. Good. Once you feel you've got your breath and the depth you want to keep, walk the hands forward. Maybe stay at the elbows or come right into sleeping pigeon with the arms fully forward. Yeah, good work, you guys. Really try to work on calming the breath down. Returning it to a natural rhythm, even though we're still probably a little warm from that whole sequence. Elbows beside the knee. Keep the body pressed flat. Lift the back knee up. Press into the tuck toes. Push up and come back into a down dog. Now stack the hips. So I want you to lift that right leg even higher. Keep the leg straight to start. Turn the pinky toe up to the ceiling. And then bend the top leg. Press down to the right hand. And try to keep the shoulder blades or the shoulder girdle level. Right foot comes to the floor. Left leg now lifts with an inhale. Exhale into pigeon on the left. Left knee, left wrist. Adjust accordingly. Pull that foot forward just slightly. Walk the back foot back. And ease into this. If there's any bad feeling in the back knee, you can tuck the toes or just press gently to the top of the back foot. Once you feel secure, the hips are level, you've checked in, it's safe for your body, come down as deep as you want. So you may have done the whole class with us. You may have gotten halfway through. Maybe there's ways you can improve now that you know the sequence, something you can practice. Lots of traditional postures in there.
Lots of ways to work on it and work up to harder things from there. And it's just a great sequence when you can time it with your breath. So you may move faster, maybe Makaela or Francis move faster than me. Just depends on how deep you're breathing. So yoga is very personal. It's your own practice for your own body. So just honor your body. Hands walk back. Almost like you're going to do another chaturanga. We're not, so don't worry. Well, we kind of are. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, push up into the ground. Come into down dog. Okay, stack the hips right away. So pivot that right hip on the right hip, lifting the left, and then bend that top leg. So I'm going to reach the leg first, and then bend the top leg. Push down into the left hand now. Let the right foot weigh you over just slightly. So you might feel this in your side body or in your leg. It depends. Good, left foot comes back down. Good, let's bring the knees to the floor. Let's walk the hands forward. So I want to keep my hips stacked above my knees. I want to walk the hands forward. As soon as I've come as far as I can, I just want to lower my heart towards the floor. So you can stay on your palms or on your fingertips. Your chin might touch the floor, your forehead. If this is too intense, bring your elbows to the floor and let your body come through. This is melting heart or a puppy dog. If your elbows are off the ground, place them on the floor and then push your body forward. Walk your knees in if they were back. Sit back on your shins. Place your hands softly on your thighs. Let the shoulders drop down. Interlace the hands at your lower back and pull the knuckles towards the floor. They may touch the floor. That's all right. Open the heart. Pull the shoulder blades back and kind of lift the heart up. We'll just take a couple of breaths here and then we'll come into a version of rabbit. So here we're going to exhale. We're going to come forward. Keep the hands off the lower back. Bring the top of the head to the floor. Lift the hands up over the body. So this is a wonderful shoulder stretch, countering all those chaturangas we did. It also helps work the paraspinal muscles for headstands and stuff. Find a softness in the breath. Okay, let the hands come to the lower back. Bring the hands to the floor. Push yourselves up, cross your ankles, roll back. And let's find our backs. Pull the knees in. Just rock gently left, right. Keep your eyes closed. And really begin to focus on your breaths. Inhaling to 3, 4, 5 count. Exhaling to the same number. Just slow it down. Let's release the hands to the floor, palms up. Let's outstretch the legs one at a time to the corners of the mat.
press into the back of the head, pull the shoulder blades together and roll them down your back. So as much of your upper body is pressing down to the floor. So we're in Shavasana now. So sometimes I like to keep my hands on my diaphragm and just connect with my breath. Other times, I like the hands out to the side. See what works for you, what feels right for you is 100% acceptable. For a couple of minutes. Relax your eyes and your jaw. See how you're feeling now. And reflect on all the positive things that happened during this practice, the things you did that you were proud of. And also think of the things that you might like to improve on. And don't let it discourage you. Instead, let it fire you up to practice. Anybody can do this sequence. It's just tough. Take a deep inhale through the nose and sigh through an open mouth. Let's do that again. Inhale and sigh. Now begin to reawaken your body, moving your wrists and ankles. Roll your head to the right. Super, super gentle. You've done a lot of work today. Good. And if that's feeling all good, you're feeling awake, you can take a stretch. You can bring your knees to your belly if that feels good, or if you feel like a twist, you can take a little twist. Just roll up to a seat. And bring our hands to heart center. So be proud of yourself for what you did today. I hope you enjoyed the class. The light in me bows to the light in all of you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Good.
I just look
You almost popped it over a couple times, didn't you?
I'm just not sure that having someone flailing around like a tomato, sweaty tomato, is really going to enhance your yoga channel.
The way you look at me right there is just perfect. She looks over me like,
Honestly, I feel like I've been run over by a train right now.
that was so good.
That was so good. It was great. I'm not complaining. That was great.